Every single day, from morning to night, we experience a wide range of emotions flowing through us: joy that lifts our spirit, stress that tightens our chest, excitement that fills us with energy, fear that slows our steps, anger that clouds our judgment, motivation that pushes us forward, and sometimes sadness that quietly settles in our hearts. These emotions are a natural part of being human, yet most people never learn how to guide them. Instead of directing their emotions, they allow emotions to direct them. And when feelings become intense, we often say things we never intended, behave in ways we later regret, lose our focus, and feel powerless. But there is a deeper truth: a strong and stable life begins with a strong and disciplined mind. When you learn to manage your emotions, you gain control over your choices, your behavior, your habits, and ultimately the path your life will take. That is the purpose of Master Your Emotions, to help you rise above emotional chaos and build a life fueled by clarity and strength. The first and most important lesson is awareness. Before you can influence your emotions, you must first recognize them. Most people react instantly without thinking. Anger pushes them to shout, sadness pulls them into silence, fear stops them from moving forward. But emotionally strong individuals do something powerful: they pause. They step back, observe their inner world, and try to understand what is happening inside them. This simple act of slowing down becomes a turning point. Ask yourself meaningful questions: what am I feeling at this moment? Why am I feeling this way? Is this emotion supporting my growth or pulling me backward? That small moment of awareness gives you the power to shift from emotional reaction to emotional leadership. Imagine a moment of anger rising inside you. Instead of speaking harshly or acting impulsively, you stop, take a deep breath, and identify the feeling: I am angry because I felt disrespected. Just naming the emotion softens its intensity and brings clarity back to your mind. This is how emotional mastery begins: with awareness, understanding, and the willingness to pause before the storm takes control. When you pause long enough to say, I am angry because I feel disrespected, something powerful happens inside you. Your mind begins to settle, clarity returns, and the emotional storm loses its strength. This simple awareness shifts you from being controlled by the moment to taking control of it. Awareness is truly the first doorway to emotional power. You cannot guide an emotion you do not understand, and you cannot master what you refuse to notice. That is why the key lesson of emotional strength begins here: do not react instantly. Instead, pause and observe. Name what you are feeling, because identifying an emotion gives you authority over it. Ask yourself, why am I feeling this way? That question alone can transform confusion into understanding, and understanding into strength. Awareness is the foundation upon which all emotional mastery is built. The next lesson is choosing your response. Emotions themselves are not the enemy, they are natural signals, part of every human life. But reacting without thinking is a choice, and it is a choice that often leads to regret. Most people allow their emotions to push them around. When something goes wrong, they react immediately. Anger makes them shout, fear makes them run, stress makes them quit, and sadness makes them freeze. But emotionally strong people operate differently: they respond instead of reacting. The difference between reaction and response is the difference between chaos and control. A reaction is quick, emotional, and automatic. A response is calm, thoughtful, and intentional. When you respond, you reclaim leadership over your life. You choose your behavior instead of letting your emotions choose for you. So how do you respond instead of reacting when emotions rise? First, pause. Second, take a slow, Steady breath. Third, ask yourself, what is the best action I can take at this moment? Fourth, move forward with calm, controlled behavior. It may seem simple, but this small pause holds tremendous power. It can prevent arguments, protect relationships, save your energy, and guide you toward better decisions. For example, imagine someone insults you. Your instinct might be to shout back, defend yourself, or react with anger. But when you pause, breathe, and stay grounded, you choose a different kind of strength, the strength of self-control. Their words no longer dictate your actions. Instead, your calmness becomes your power. When someone throws hurtful words at you, your first instinct may be to fire back. That is the voice of reaction. It says, shout back. Prove your point. Fight. But the voice of response speaks differently. It whispers, stay calm. Protect your peace. Their words do not shape your worth. True power is not found in raising your voice, it is found in refusing to let others pull you into their chaos. Remaining calm does not make you weak, it makes you unshakable. Strength is not loud or aggressive, real strength is the quiet confidence of someone who controls themselves when everything around them tries to control them. That is the heart of lesson 2, you cannot control the world, but you can always control your reaction to it. Pause before acting. Let your mind lead instead of your emotions. A calm response is the sign of a disciplined mind, and a disciplined mind creates a powerful life. Lesson 3 teaches us something even more transformative. Our emotions are shaped not by what happens to us, but by the thoughts we allow to live in our mind. Two people can stand in the same situation, but their experience can be completely different because their thoughts interpret the moment differently. Negative thoughts create negative emotions. Positive thoughts build positive emotions. But the most powerful emotions come from helpful, realistic thoughts, thoughts that strengthen you instead of weakening you. To master your emotions, you must first learn to master your thinking. Start by noticing negative thoughts the moment they appear. Whenever doubt, jealousy, fear, stress, or sadness rises within you, pause and ask, which thought created this feeling? For example, if the thought "I'm not good enough" crosses your mind, the emotions that follow will naturally be insecurity, sadness, or shame. But simply noticing the thought breaks its control. Awareness weakens emotional negativity. Next, challenge the thought. Ask yourself, is this really true? Does this thought help me in any way? Does it make me stronger or does it make me smaller? Most negative thoughts are not facts, they are fears wearing the costume of reality. And when you question them, they begin to dissolve. Finally, choose a helpful thought to replace the harmful one. You don't need unrealistic positivity or fake motivation. You just need a better, wiser thought. Instead of saying, "I can't do this," shift to, "I am learning, and I will improve." Instead of saying, "Everyone is better than me," choose, "Everyone starts somewhere, and I'm growing too." Helpful thoughts give birth to strong emotions, emotions that support your dreams instead of sabotaging them. Instead of telling yourself, "Everyone is better than me," shift your mindset toward growth, "Everyone began as a beginner. I am progressing, learning, and evolving too." And when your mind whispers, "This is too hard," replace it with a truth that builds courage, difficult things create powerful people. Every challenge I face is shaping me into someone stronger. Helpful thoughts don't just change your mood, they reshape your identity. They turn fear into courage, doubt into confidence, and hesitation into action. That is why lesson 3 reminds us that emotions always follow thoughts. When you learn to identify negative thinking and replace it with thoughts that make you stronger, you transform your entire emotional landscape. Your mind is like a garden, whatever seeds you plant will eventually grow. So choose to plant thoughts that empower, uplift, and strengthen you. Lesson 4 takes this understanding even deeper by showing that emotions are not only formed in the mind, they also live inside the body. Your physical state and your emotional state are constantly communicating. When your body is tired, stiff, dehydrated, or overwhelmed, your emotions naturally become heavier and more negative. But when your body feels energized, open, and active, your emotions rise with it. This is why stress tightens your shoulders, speeds up your breathing, and drains your energy. It's not just in your head, it's in your posture, your muscles, your breath, your heartbeat. Your body speaks the language of your emotions every second. If you want to master how you feel, you must also take care of your physical state. Begin with movement. Even light activity, stretching, walking, dancing for a few minutes, releases emotional pressure and brings your mind back to balance. Movement is not just a physical act, it is emotional medicine. Just 5 to 10 minutes can reduce stress, increase confidence, sharpen your focus, and lift your entire mood. Next, focus on your breathing. When emotions rise, your breath becomes short and shallow. This tells your brain that you are unsafe, and your mind reacts with panic or tension. Slow breathing, however, tells your brain, I am safe. I am calm. I am in control. Try this simple practice: inhale gently for 4 seconds, hold for 2 seconds, and then exhale slowly for 6 seconds. Repeat this 5 times. You will feel stress melting away, your heartbeat slowing, and your mind becoming clear enough to choose your next action wisely. With slow, steady breathing, your body sends a calming message to your mind, and gradually you feel yourself becoming more relaxed, grounded, and in control. The next step is to fix your posture, because the way you carry your body directly influences how you feel on the inside. When you slouch, your body signals weakness and fatigue, and your emotions begin to mirror that tired energy. But when you sit upright, with your back straight, head lifted, and shoulders relaxed, you quietly send yourself a message: I am strong. I am capable. I am ready. Confidence begins in the body long before it reaches the mind. Another essential pillar of emotional strength is proper rest and hydration. Lack of sleep makes emotions heavier, reactions sharper, and patience thinner. Dehydration slows your brain and lowers your mood, making small problems feel overwhelming. But when you sleep well and drink enough water, your emotional balance becomes steady and strong. A well-rested, well-nourished body becomes the foundation of a resilient mind. Lesson 4 reminds us of a simple truth: your body shapes your emotions. Move your body every day. Breathe slowly and deeply. Carry yourself with confidence when you sit and when you walk. Protect your sleep and drink enough water. A strong body grows a strong emotional life. Lesson 5 introduces a transformational idea: emotional patterns can be broken. Every emotion you feel repeatedly is a learned response. Your brain has traveled the same path so many times that it becomes automatic. You may feel stressed whenever something goes wrong, angry whenever someone disagrees, sad when things don't go as planned, or anxious every time you face something new. These patterns repeat not because you are weak, but because your brain is following familiar routes. But here is the powerful truth: emotional habits can be changed. You are not trapped in your old patterns. You can interrupt them and build new ones. The first step is to notice the pattern. Ask yourself, when does this feeling usually arise? What triggers it? What thought appears right before the emotion? You cannot change what you are unwilling to see. The second step is to pause and break the emotional habit loop. When you feel the old emotion rising, do not immediately follow the old reaction. If your habit is to shout when angry, pause instead. If your habit is to worry when uncertain, breathe instead. If your habit is to quit when discouraged, take one small step instead. Even a 5-second pause can interrupt years of emotional conditioning. It is a tiny moment, but it carries enormous power, the power to rewrite your emotional identity. In the very moment you pause and tell yourself, "This time, I choose differently," you break the cycle that has controlled you for years. That single sentence becomes a doorway to a stronger version of you. Once the old pattern is interrupted, the next step is to replace it with a healthier response. This is where emotional transformation truly begins. Instead of meeting anger with shouting, choose calm, steady words. Instead of freezing in fear, take one small action forward. Instead of letting stress tighten your chest, slow your breath and ground yourself. When sadness starts to take over, move your body, walk, stretch, or change your environment. And when self-doubt whispers in your ear, respond with a powerful affirmation such as, "I am learning. I am improving. I am growing." These small emotional upgrades may seem simple, but every time you choose the new path, your emotional strength expands. The next step is repetition. New emotional habits require consistent practice, just like learning to walk, speak, or ride a bicycle. Emotional mastery is not built in a day, it grows through patience and repetition. Each time you control your reaction, your brain rewires itself. The old emotional patterns weaken, and the new ones become stronger. Slowly, your emotions become disciplined instead of chaotic, guided instead of uncontrolled. Lesson 5 leaves us with powerful truths. Emotions repeat because patterns repeat. To change the emotion, change the pattern. Notice your emotional triggers. Pause before reacting. Choose a new response, even if it feels unfamiliar. Repeat it until the new pattern becomes your natural instinct. You are not a prisoner of old emotions, you are actively shaping a new emotional identity. Lesson 6 teaches another life-changing idea: strong emotions are not accidents, they are created. Most people sit and wait for good feelings to arrive. I will feel confident when life goes well. I will feel happy when everything becomes perfect. But emotional mastery flips this thinking entirely. You do not wait for happiness, you build it through your choices. You do not wait for confidence, you practice it through small courageous actions. Just like muscles grow stronger with training, positive emotions grow stronger with daily practice. This begins every morning. Start your day with intention rather than reacting to whatever comes your way. Send a message to your mind before the world speaks to you. Tell yourself, "Today, I choose peace. Today, I choose confidence. Today, I choose strength." That single intention directs the energy of your entire day. When you start your day by saying, "Today I choose discipline. Today I choose confidence," you set the emotional direction for everything that follows. A simple morning intention becomes a compass that guides your thoughts, actions, and reactions throughout the day. After setting your intention, strengthen it with small daily rituals, because small habits create powerful emotional energy. Play uplifting music as you begin your morning. Read a motivational paragraph to awaken your mind. Write a single sentence of gratitude to shift your focus toward abundance. Smile at yourself in the mirror to remind your brain that you deserve joy. Sit in quiet stillness for 2 to 5 minutes to center your thoughts. These small and simple rituals nourish your emotional strength and build a more grounded version of you. Next, surround yourself with calm and positive people. Emotions are contagious, peace spreads, negativity spreads, confidence spreads. Stay close to people who think boldly, encourage growth, and talk in solutions instead of complaints. Choose friends and influences that help you rise, not those who drain your energy. Your environment becomes your emotional mirror, and the people you spend time with shape the way you feel, think, and grow. Gratitude is another powerful emotional tool. It transforms ordinary moments into meaningful ones. When gratitude enters your heart, fear loses its grip and anger begins to fade. Each evening, ask yourself, what went right today? What did I learn? What am I thankful for? Even a single gratitude thought can shift your mood and lighten your spirit. And never forget the role of your body. Emotions do not live only in the mind, they live in your muscles, your breath, your posture. So move your body often. Walk. Stretch. Smile. Breathe deeply. Strong body language creates strong emotional energy. Try lifting your chest, relaxing your shoulders, smiling gently, and breathing fully. You will feel an immediate difference in how you carry yourself and how you interpret the world. Lesson 6 reminds us of something deeply empowering. Don't wait for emotions to appear, create them. Choose your emotional direction each morning. Strengthen your mind with daily rituals. Surround yourself with positive, peaceful people. Practice gratitude. Use your body wisely. The quality of your emotions becomes the quality of your life. Practice gratitude every single day, and let movement become the fuel that lifts your emotions. When your body moves, your feelings move with it. Remember this truth: you are the creator of your emotional world. No one else holds that power unless you hand it to them. Lesson 7 introduces one of the greatest emotional skills you will ever learn: letting go of what you cannot control. Most emotional suffering does not come from life itself, it comes from trying to control things that were never meant to be in our hands. We worry about people's opinions, we replay past mistakes, we fear the future, and we stress over situations we have no influence over. Carrying all of this makes the mind exhausted and the heart heavy. Real peace begins the moment you stop fighting life and start focusing on what truly belongs to you. To do this, understand the two zones of life. Zone of control: your thoughts, your actions, your reactions, your habits, your decisions, your effort. Zone of no control: other people's behavior, the past, the future, unexpected events, and the opinions of others. Emotionally strong people place their energy only in the first zone. They don't waste their life trying to change something that isn't theirs to change. Whenever you feel stressed or upset, ask yourself a simple but powerful question: can I control this? If the answer is yes, take action. If the answer is no, let it go and move forward. This one sentence can save your peace again and again. Another part of emotional strength is learning not to fight life. Flow with it. Life will not always move according to your plans. Some days will challenge you, some days will lift you, and some days will teach you. Instead of resisting difficulties, adjust your path and continue moving. A river flows around rocks, it doesn't stop, and it doesn't break. In the same way, you can move around challenges with a flexible and calm mind. A flexible mind creates strong emotions. Next, accept what has already happened. The past cannot be changed, no matter how much you think about it. But it can teach you, shape you, and make you wiser. Say to yourself, I forgive the past. I choose peace. Every time you say this, you free your mind from old pain and open the door to new beginnings. Finally, focus on what you can do today. The only moment that truly exists is the one in front of you, not yesterday, not tomorrow, but now. Use it wisely. One positive thought, one small step, one calm response, one good habit, these little actions create a stronger future. Small choices repeated daily become life-changing transformations. Lesson 7 reminds us, you don't need to control everything. You only need to control yourself. Ask, can I control this? Flow with life instead of fighting it. Accept what has already passed. Focus on the present moment. Peace grows when you stop clinging to what you cannot change. Let go, breathe deeply, and choose peace. That is true emotional power. You are not a victim of emotions, you are their master. Every new day gives you another chance to choose calmness, wisdom, and strength. And as you walk this journey, remember, real power does not come from controlling the world, but from mastering your mind. Stay calm, stay focused, and keep building the strongest version of yourself. Your journey continues, and the best lessons are still ahead.